Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? I hope you guys are having a great day. We don't have a ton of viewers yet, so I am gonna leave this open for a few more minutes and we'll start at approximately 10:40. So chill, do whatever you need to do until then, and yay. Yay, we have more viewers. Okay, guys, so while we're waiting, yeah, I wish I could play a song or something, but we have some like issues with some issues with copyrights, so I can't play a song. So you can enjoy the noise of the MC in the background and do whatever you need to do until we start at approximately 10:40. Okay, guys, give it a few more minutes. We're gonna wait for some more people to get here, and then we will be ready. So about 5 more minutes. Okay, amigos, 2 more minutes and we will start. Ok, amigos, está 10:40, entonces vamos a empezar. So first of all, welcome to our first official virtual call right before your term starts. It's the first one we've done since Kunal. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are all having great days. And so here with me, I actually have our amazing MCBs of our national team. So girls, will you go ahead and introduce yourselves before we start?
Yay. Hola amigos, espero que estén todos súper bien. Creo que la mayoría tuve oportunidad de conocerlos en Conal, pero bueno, para quienes no, mi nombre es Jennifer Tarango, ya soy VP saliente justo de oGE en ITSMC y voy a hacer su MCB National Corporations para este semestre, entonces estoy súper feliz de poder trabajar con ustedes y cualquier cosa, pues ya saben que pueden contactarme literal por Facebook, WhatsApp, lo que necesiten, ¿sale? Y listo.
Gracias, Jen.
Hola chicos, algunos igual los conocí en canal, soy Alexa Asensio, soy VP Current y electa de oGE en ISAC Tabasco y seré su MCD de Customer Experience Delivery. Yay!
Yay. Thanks, Alex. And Lina?
Hola a todos. Yo igual algunos tuve la oportunidad de conocerlos en Conal, pero a los que no, yo soy Lina, soy VP Current de oGT en ISAC en Veracruz y actualmente soy también MCBLC Development, así que cualquier cosa que necesiten, aquí estamos, chicos.
Bueno, gracias, Lina. Ok, muchas gracias, chicas, y muchas gracias para estar aquí. Bueno, entonces voy a cambiar, voy a compartir mi screen para empezar. Oh my God, the infinite like screens there, para empezar la presentación. Entonces, sí, bienvenidos a the Race to Call. Woo, amazing, yay. And if you want to watch the video later, you can use the same bit.ly and you can get all the información una vez más. Recuerden que somos Pirates, vamos por top 3 en el mundo, vamos por el mayor crecimiento en todos los programas en México y la cosa más importante es que estamos unidos en nuestro why, que es la cosa más poderosa que podemos hacer. Entonces sí, bueno, gracias. Y para como la agenda de hoy es muy simple, es solo para decir, ahí como tener una buena conversación con ustedes de 3 cosas. Es como, ¿qué pasó de Conal hoy? Sí, porque hay muchas cosas en el MC, porque hace como 3 o 4 semanas, no recuerdo, desde Conal. Entonces, un espacio para hablar sobre eso. También, oMG, amigos, su term empieza en como 6 días. Yo sé todo, yo sé no todo, y creo que muchos de ustedes están como freaking out a bit, pero está bien, está muy normal. Pero ojalá que estén más como emocionados que tienen miedo por algo. Y también otras cosas importantes que no tienen como una categoría, pero tenemos que hablar sobre eso. Bueno, Entonces, cualquier duda, avísame. Y una cosa más muy importante es para take notes, en serio, porque hay mucha información en este webinar. Y si no entiendes algo, está bien, puedes escribirme en WhatsApp, en nuestro WhatsApp group para pedirlo, pero si la cosa más importante es para ask relevant questions, si no es, ¿dónde está esta bit.ly? ¿Dónde está esto? ¿Dónde está esto? ¿Dónde está la cosa que ya están en todos los recursos que tenemos? Es solo, tengo una pregunta sobre algo que no puedo encontrar antes que pedir, porque en serio, es como un behavior que es muy importante para un pirate, para solo ask relevant questions y para usar tu tiempo como, finding the questions, like finding the answers to things as much as you can, being solution-oriented and coming for help when you really know you need it. So, bueno, entonces, sí, es muy importante para take notes en este webinar. Y bueno, para empezar, sobre WhatsApp en Cornell, solo hay dos cosas que tenemos que hablar, pero son muy, muy, muy emocionados. Entonces, la primera es el scoreboard. ¡Woo! El semestre pasado yo hablé del scoreboard en como hora de mames, porque soy gringa y creo que es chistosa para mí, pero mucha gente le gusta también. Entonces, sí, es el scoreboard, que no es review de results, pero también es hora de no mames. Amazing. Ok, entonces, vamos por GT y después vamos por GE, porque tenemos números separados ahora, y es muy, muy increíble. Entonces, para el MC Hub term, you can see that our goal for realizations is 220, and our goal for approvals is 240, and we're like right past the halfway mark for realizations and almost to the halfway mark for approvals, which is about sort of where we need to be. But we're still decreasing compared to last year, which is like some bad news. And a lot of that was because Shape Columbia has not happened again. And really all those realizations came from there. But it means we're basically doing exactly the same as we did last year. So this is like a problem in some parts, but also natural because of the way that ISIC's happening. But it's something to be aware of, right? Not good or bad, it's just happening. Y también para este mes, we are only at 40% of our realization goal. There's a lot of approvals that are still not realized. And we're about 60% of our approval goal, which is almost there. So I know that we can do that. We're growing in approvals and we're decreasing in realizations. Boo. But I know that we have the pipeline to make it happen. And also, guys, esta cosa es muy interesante. We had 651 opens this month. What the hell? Where did that come from? That's like blowing my mind. 651 new people signed up on the OP for GT just since January 1st, which is crazy. And over 216 of them have like been applying to opportunities. So guys, this is like a call to action right now, because we have all these people that probably haven't heard from us and need to like kind of be nurtured at this point. So there's that. Moving on to GE, so you can see our realization goal for this term is at 230, and our approval goal is at 290, and we're at about 16% achieved for each of them, which is like, oh my God, but it's also pretty normal. In this last peak, it was harder because we didn't have like the vacations to do as much GE as usual. And it's always not as big of a peak as fruit peak anyway. And you can see we're already growing like a ton in this area, because it was something that didn't really happen until 2016 anyway. And so the majority of this obviously is going to happen with fruit peak. So it's not, you know, that we're only at that, but it means also that we have a lot of work to do and a very, very ambitious goal. And for this month, you can see that we're almost at a realization goal for GE, and we're about 60% done with our approval goals. But we're growing a lot, which is good. But we just need that last push to get those approvals and realizations we need, which are totally already in the pipeline. So yay for that. And also, we have around 26 people that are applying for, like new people that are applying for opportunities. And when it comes to opens, we can't track that yet, because with the plugin, it still links everyone to GT and not GE. But when we fix the plugin, it'll be linked to GE, so then it'll be fine and we can measure that more accurately. So yay. So you guys have a better idea. That's kind of like where we're at. We're like in an okay place, but we're not close to where we need to be for the month or for the year yet. So, the other cosa super importante que pasó de este canal hoy es MC replanning. Woo, amazing. We had like a 6-day replanning. We went through a lot of things. We had a lot of super important conversations. And I'm really, really proud of the output that my team gave, especially for like when it came to oGE and oGT. Because basically what happens is we went through every single like exchange area that we have, and we don't have like, you know, necessarily like projects that are like smart partnerships or like connect to our drivers. They all do, because the kind of actions that we're doing still align to that original plan, but it's all focused on, okay, what is this doing for oGE? What is this doing for oGT? What is this doing for oGV? What is this doing for IGT, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I am really, really proud to show you the MC projects. Are you ready to see them? Woo! For oGET, amazing. We have AutoGT. Next, we have National Entrepreneurs. And then we have you guys. Wow, what does that mean? I have no idea. They're just names that seem kind of cheesy. Totally okay. I'm about to explain them, so don't worry. So the first one is AutoGT. And basically for this, we're automizing like basically everything to do with GT that we can when it comes to attraction and consideration. Oh my God, Elena, that seems dangerous, but also really cool. How are we gonna do that? Why did we even decide to do that? Well, as you can see, a lot of you are focusing on GE for the year, and it's really the thing that we need to boost, right? We're just kind of maintaining GT so that we don't decrease and we still stay relevant at what we're doing. But GE is the opportunity to grow the most for this year. So with this, you know, you guys, I mean, like you can see, we got almost 700 leads this month alone without really doing much work and attraction for this. And so it's like, oh my God, what are we gonna do with all these people? We can't just leave them not contacted or whatever. And also the work that it takes as an EP manager to nurture and to contact these people all the time is like a lot, as you guys know. So the kind of solution that we have for this is to, yeah, really make it so that you guys don't, if you're running just GE, you don't have to talk to your leads between open and accepted for GT. And you can just focus on GE. Same with for people who are running GT. If it's people that are not focused on the sub-product that you guys are running, you don't have to worry to put as much effort because they're gonna be hearing through us via emails and some other things. So in terms of the first thing that we need to do this, we're updating the plugin so that we have the separate for GT and GE. So Podio will change a little bit. We'll be able to measure like opens and applicants both like really accurately, but it'll be super, super simple, and you'll hear more about that next week, but don't worry, it's not a super big change. And the other thing is that now when, as soon as someone registers, they're gonna go through a whole like lead nurturing process with get response. So basically like as soon as they sign up, they'll get an email that it has all the information, and then they'll be getting weekly emails that have like opportunities available so they can actually go, right? So all the purpose of the emails is basically like, here are the opportunities that work for you. Push them through that thing. And there's some other few things in there, so some constant emails. And again, we'll give you more information about that next week when it's all 100% finished and done and created. One of our amazing VP Salientes, Melina from Puebla, is the one that's really working on these lead nurturing emails. And Pique and Urdi on the MC are the ones helping me with all of this. So super awesome, super, super exciting. So get ready for this and let me know if you have any doubts about it. Okay, so solo para AutoGT. Now moving on to national entrepreneurs. So as you guys know, we have like GE is like the most unexplored, maybe the product with the most potential in like so many universities. And so what we are doing as an MC is Becky, who you guys know is the girl who's the You Speak girl. She's like the best in the world at You Speak. Is actually going to be able to dedicate part of her job this semester, like in not just doing You Speak, but also selling oGE. And positioning it as an international program. So not just exchanges to people, it's like actually going to universities and government agencies to sell them. This is like basically like a program that they can use. But don't worry, it's not going to be at any of your universities. It's not going to be at any of the governments you're already working with. We don't want to like go into your market without like, you know, we don't want to take over. This is just something completely separate so we can get even more, you know, it's a way to maybe help with expansions in the future, to get more leads, to really open and expand our market even more. Because, you know, we're trying to be accessible to everybody everywhere. And so in terms of the steps for this, the next week and next week, we're finalizing our market research and the portfolio that she's going to use to sell. And then we're also going to release to you guys like a prospect list. So basically, you'll know exactly what government places Becky's going, what universities Becky's going to. So that if you're like, oh, I have a contact there, oh, I really want to work with this or something, you guys have the opportunity to work with her, and there won't be any pedos of, oh my God, the MC says and oh my God, the LC says and blah, 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 blah. So the communication is clear, and we're like being customer centric to our university and government enablers. And again, this begins next week, so yay, super bien. Va a ser lo máximo, en serio. Estoy muy, muy, muy emocionada por nuestros proyectos. Y también para the third project, which is really just my thing, this is basically my job, is you guys. Because if you haven't noticed, that you guys are really the ones that are delivering the goal, you know, delivering the kind of agenda that ISEC in Mexico has, delivering the impact that you're trying to make. And from what you guys also did since Quinel, you finished your planning. I hope you finish your planning. At least I'm going by what you put in all your Google Docs. So most of it is pretty good. So what I have here is actually the sum of like the goals that we're gonna have, like you guys have for this year. You wanna see them? They're pretty crazy. So the first one is you guys are planning on doing 448 GE realizations in your term. Wow. And you're planning on doing 198 GT realizations also. Holy crap, that is a lot, guys. Total, that is 646 realizations, which is like way more than anyone's ever done before in Mexico, and it totally would put us in the top 5. 100% put us in the top, like no, top 3, sorry, not top 5. It would totally put us in the top 3 at this rate. So super, super cool. And looking at the kind of growth that we're looking at, that's 427% growth in GE, which is amazing, but also it's a product we didn't really start till 2016 anyway, and like as we can see, there's so much potential for it. So I don't think that growth right now is unrealistic at all. And for GT, we're really not planning to grow that much. Actually, in the 2016 term, they're projected to do 197 realizations. So it'll be like literally just one more than they did in the last year. But the thing also is, again, like we're really putting a lot of our eggs in GE, right? And it doesn't, you know, overall as a country, it won't look like we're growing that much in GT. But instead of 28 LCs plus a few expansions doing GT, it'll be like 7 to 10 LCs doing 200 exchanges for GT, which that is incredible. And that is something super, super, super like also never been done before. And it is putting us on a good track so that we can help boost GT in the future. So super ambitious goals, guys, but I really do believe that if you put your mind to it, you're strategic, you're proactive, you lead your teams well, like for sure they can happen because we have the market. And also kind of what we're looking at here too, for your first 6 months that you have with me as your MCVP, we're doing 300 realizations. Wow, guys, that's more than anyone's done in an entire year of like an MC term or an LC term. So it's about to be really, really intense, but it's going to be amazing. And again, I have all the faith that you guys can do it. So that's my main focus. I'm working with the other projects just to kind of help and track them and downscale them to you guys. But that is really how we're going to like make sure GE and GT happen. Ready? Awesome. Okay. So next thing, guys, I'm sure you guys are all maybe anxious, scared, whatever, like I said, freaking out about, oh, gee, my term starts in 6 days. Pero todo va a estar bien, en serio. No te preocupes. Es muy normal para sentir however you're feeling. Pero en realidad hay muchas cosas que todos tenemos que hacer antes que empezamos. Yeah, there still is. And that's totally okay. So what we have for you guys is OMG, a checklist. Wow, I'll send you a picture of this in the group right afterwards. But basically, it's super simple, right? It's about checking your market segmentation with oGE, making sure you've already approached universities, really going through all the resources as much as you can, going to all the education cycles that we will have soon to make sure you have all the knowledge that you need. Really make sure your team standard delivery is planned, because your job as VP is yes strategy, yes direction, but mostly it's team standards to make sure your members are the ones doing all the things. Next, again, as we know, the YOP changed a bit, so we need to run ourselves and our members through the new flow to make sure we understand it and know how to help our customers. And también make sure you get access to your ic.org.mx email account. La cosa de eso es porque the listserv está de el ic.org.mx. Like that email. So if you want to get all the emails that the MC sends you, that I send you in the Global Talent Listserv, all the opportunities that we get, like you need to have access to that email for sure. So really, really make sure you get on top of that. And también make sure you contact the leads that we have, because we all got a lot this semester, and push through your pipeline. As you see, if you go to the bit.ly oget/do it now tab, we have like almost 30 realizations in DT and like 10 realizations in GE that have not been realized yet, that should have been realized this month. And we have a lot of approvals that still are in progress that can be pushed to be realized. I mean, that can be pushed to approve by the end of the month, which has put us at a really good place to start our term, guys. A really good place to start your term. So, you know, just because you haven't officially started yet does not mean there's still not work to do. And the last thing, which we'll talk a little bit about in this call, is finalizing your team structures and JDs. Because that, again, if you're like confused on that still, you don't have clarity on how you're going to make your team work, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to start doing things right off the bat. So your checklist, I hope this helps for you. I hope that you finish it before your term starts. Boom. Okay. And also a reminder that these 3 bit.lys are super important, especially when it comes to resources, the customer flow. See, if you don't know the customer flow and your responsibilities, amigos, you cannot start your term without knowing that for sure. Same with university attraction, if you still have questions about that. Again, attraction consideration, because value delivery and brand advocacy are just as important, but right now it's like recruitment, right? So it's about really making sure you understand how to lead your team and do that. And then after you have the people going on abroad, then you can have the value delivery and understand that they do that too, right? Because you have to follow the whole flow. Bueno, okay. Y también, amigos, si estoy hablando tan rápido o algo, por favor revísame, porque yo sé que hablo en inglés y es como un poco diferente, porque yo sé que mucha gente no puede entenderme, pues no puede entender todo que estoy hablando, pero sí, revísame y yo puedo hablar como más como lento, ¿sí? So, bueno, ok, entonces una pequeña presentación sobre nuestros como structures and subproducts, porque qué pedo, porque cuando estaba looking at all of your planning and things, I still saw a lot of things that were like not aligned to this. Y yo no sé por qué, yo no sé si ustedes no han visto como los TL structures or los nuevo OD model o algo, pero voy a show it to you right now, and you have the bit.ly, see, in the checklist. Oh, GET structures, so that you can get all the information that you need for that. Bueno, okay, so again, this is gonna have a lot of text, so I'm just gonna highlight a few things for this, okay? Maybe explain the reasoning behind some things, and if you have doubts or whatever, you can let me know. Bueno, okay, entonces remember, this is the tiers. This did not change, so don't worry, the numbers are the same. You're still planning on jumping tier, todo está bien, yay, súper bien. And this has the definition of clusters, which you should already know. If not, you can read them. And blah, 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 blah. You know that this is supposed to make you grow. So, bueno, okay. So basically, we're just going to go tier by tier, and I'm going to explain to you, like, okay, this is the structure, kind of why it is. And really, the reason always is why, because of the productivity. Because just as you're growing from tier to tier, you also need to be just as conscious of how many members you have that are doing things and how productive you're being. Because right now, Mexico has around 2,700 members, and we have 28 LCs, and we do around 3,000 exchanges. Okay, pretty good, yeah. But that means our members are doing just over 1 exchange each. Now, to give you an example, an entity like Peru, it does almost as much exchange as us, maybe 200 exchanges less, has 13 LCs, and has 900 members. 900 members versus 2,700 members. And they're doing just as good as us. So we have to ask ourselves, how can we be more effective in doing things, right? And if we have 2,700 members, that means that like either we have too many or we're not doing enough exchange for the members that we have. En serio, that's like the simplest explanation for it. So that's really where all of these structures came from, okay? So as a tier 5 entity, you're only aiming to do 0 or 7 realizations right now. So that means you only need like 3 people, because your productivity needs to be like between 1 and 1.5. And the max for 1.5 would be like 4 people total, including you as the VP. For tier 4, you're doing between 8 and 16, right? And again, you're not just looking at, okay, I want to keep the same productivity, you want to increase it, right? So you're looking at having a productivity between 1.5 and 2. And again, this is for a semester, guys, not for the whole year. So obviously you're planning on jumping tier in the year, but for the first semester, you have to look at how many exchanges you're doing and plan based off of that, right? Because if you're wanting to do 40 realizations by the end of your term, but right now you're doing 7, you can't plan to have a team of 40 right now. You have to plan up how many will you do before July 31st. Esto bueno. And if that's 7, then you do tier 5. If it's 8, you do tier 4. Whatever, okay? Okay. Cool. Then we have tier 3, que es como these structures might look a little poco complicado, right? Pero the productivity, again, it grows from 1.5 to 2 to be between 2 and 2.7, okay? So you should have around 9 members, and they're separated by basically the subproducts that you have. And this is for someone that's doing like basically GE and GT together, right? So if you're an LC that's in tier 3 that's doing both subproducts, that's kind of what it should look like. However, if you're a LC in tier 3 that's doing just one product or another, it kind of looks like this, right? And again, it's really just TLs by subproduct, because you don't want to break the customer flow. You don't want to have people on different pages about supply, cooperations, things like that, attraction. So that's why everything is basically split by subproducts, and you don't need to split until you have you have more than one subproduct. Yeah? Bueno, okay, and the same thing for ODT. And then for tier 2, which is just Leon, go Leon. Again, you're looking from growing from a productivity from 2.0 to 2.7 to 2.7 to 3.3. So just because you're doing more exchanges does not mean you need, that many more members. It means you need to also figure out how to do things even more efficiently. It's completely two different things. And then for tier 1, you're going from 2.7 to 3.3 to be 3.3 to like 4.0. Entonces, sí, it's like a very, very like conscious growth of members that you have as you grow up in exchanges. And you can also see that all this information has stuff about all stages of the customer flow, how you should split it, how you should not split it. So, en serio, amigos, por favor, if you have not seen this or read this, it's super important que you do so. Super, super importante. Porque the pedo con marketing, like the last semester that we all know, was that the customer flow was broken into 2 separate teams. Right? And that's the reason why marketing is going under this. So you need to make sure that the team members that are responsible for attraction, that are really driving those kind of things, understand their role in the team, and that you're not breaking the customer flow or making the communication harder or more complicated than it needs to be. Because if you can't explain your team structure and the reasoning and like to your team in less than 5 minutes, they're never going to understand it, and it'll be harder to work together. Bueno? Okay. So do any of you guys have any questions on this really fast before we move on? Let me open the WhatsApp group. You can hear Edward giving his webinar in the background. And the laundry going off. No. Ok. Si tienen dudas, amigos, por favor, avísenme y todo está bien, okay? Because this is super, super important that you guys understand that and you have it super clear. Because also, if you don't agree with anything I'm saying, or you want to have more members or less members, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but you need to make sure I'm aware of it, right? Because if I'm not aware of it, I don't know how to support you better. And the way that me and the whole national team are going to work is to support people with these kind of structures and this kind of strategy in their LCs. Bueno, okay. Bien, todo bien. Yay, okay, super bien. Okay, entonces, now we are going to have our wonderful, amazing MCBs give their announcements about things that their teams are working on. So, Lina, do you want to go first?
Yes. Bueno, chicos, el equipo de LC Development les estamos preparando ciclos de educación. Les explico rápidamente como el timeline que estamos trabajando y los temas. Alena nos compartió una encuesta que les pasó hace poco a todos los VPs para ver como qué tan seguros se sentían para empezar su term y todo eso. Entonces, de ahí obtuvimos como los temas importantes y sobre eso, sobre los más urgentes son los que les estoy marcando ahorita. De ahí en fuera hay como otros temas que también son como muy importantes, pero los vamos a ir como trabajando a lo largo de la siguiente semana. Ahorita el primero va a ser un OGT Basics. Va a ser como un open space a cargo de mis NSTs, que va a ser desde, o sea, para así súper básicos y dudas que tengan del área. O sea, está muy bien tener como dudas desde, no sé, cómo llenar un contrato, cómo marco una prueba de Nexpa, etcétera. Entonces, todas esas cosas las vamos a ver ahí. Y también les vamos a hacer como una presentación para que quede guardada. Y después o quieren consultar cualquier otra cosa, se pueden ir como a ese material. De ahí, el 1 de febrero, como ya les comentó Jen, está el webinar de LC to LC Cooperations. El equipo de cooperaciones pues va a estar a cargo de este webinar. El 6 de febrero está previsto un webinar de Customer Experience a cargo del equipo de Alex, que va a estar enfocado a Attraction, como todas las cosas que necesitan saber. Creo que Alex más adelante les va a hablar al respecto. Y para el fin de semana del 11 y 12 de febrero tenemos planeado una capacitación de Expo y Podio para todos los que crean como necesarios que, no sé, como cómo usar Analytics y cosas así como súper específicas y dudas también como más específicas de Expo y Podio, también las vamos a estar viendo ahí. Y pues hay también como dos posibles fechas para Customer Flow, va a estar a cargo de Alex, está planeado para la última semana de febrero. Y sobre seminarios, OPS and RIS, está previsto para la primera o segunda semana de mes. ¿Ustedes creen como que alguno de estos dos temas es como súper urgente para ustedes o les parecen como estas fechas muy lejanas? Coméntenoslo también como en el grupo de WhatsApp para que ajustemos también como las fechas y no lo sientan como súper lejos y creen que son temas que les surgen ahorita, ¿va? Y por último, como sabemos que también tienen como 1000 dudas sobre PR o cómo crear proyectos en conjunto con PR o relaciones con universidades, va a haber un webinar también al respecto. Me parece que Maru y Carla van a estar a cargo de esto, entonces yo les estaría avisando también la fecha para que estén al pendiente. Y bueno, si tienen alguna duda más sobre cualquier tema extra que quisieran tratar algo así, se pueden acercar a mí o a mis NSTs y para que lo vayamos planeando, ¿sale?
Bueno, gracias, Lina. One second. Can you repeat the what you said about marketing and the CSP and attraction one? I think that you cut out a little bit. Gracias.
Ok. Ya. El 6 de febrero va a haber un webinar a cargo del equipo de Alex de Customer Experience. Va a estar enfocado a la parte de Attraction del Customer Flow. Ella les va como a explicar un poquito más acerca como de las campañas y todo esto que está súper urgente y son cosas nuevas que también tienen que ver ustedes para su reclutamiento. Entonces, sobre eso va a estar enfocado y Alex les va a platicar más al respecto.
Bueno, muchas gracias, Lina. Yay, super bien, LC Development. Woo. Ok, también tenemos Alex para sus announcements de Customer Experience Delivery.
Yay. Hola chicos, como ya mencionó Lina, ahorita lo crucialmente importante dentro de Customer Experience Delivery es el attraction, porque estamos como que justo en el momento de correr reclutamientos y generar nuevos leads para FishPix. Entonces, el equipo de Customer Experience Delivery de que se encarga, básicamente nuestro trabajo es el Customer Flow, ¿ok? Entonces, nos vamos a enfocar ahorita en la parte de attraction. Les voy a explicar cómo se va a estar trabajando la attraction para nuestros dos productos. Porque antes como que se había cometido un poco el error de tratar el attraction para oGE como todo uno solo. Entonces, nuestros CPs se confundían bastante y no sabían como que ni qué producto y nosotros también nos confundíamos y pues no estaba cool. Entonces, con base en las nuevas estructuras de oGE y con nuestro focus en un producto o dos productos, whatever, es como vamos a estar trabajando, ¿ok? Entonces, en cuanto al programa de Global Entrepreneur, nos dimos cuenta en Conal que es el focus de la mayoría de los LCs. ¿Por qué? Súper sencillo, porque nos va a permitir crecer disruptivamente. Entonces, eso nos hizo darnos cuenta que la mayor attraction debe estar dirigida a ese programa. Y esa attraction se va a dar por el canal, por ejemplo, de la fanpage nacional, de las publicaciones de la página de la MC, entre otras cosas. Estrategias que van a correr más a nivel nacional, basadas en las cooperaciones con Community Partners como Colombia y Perú, que son los que tienen ahorita mayores de supply en GE. ¿Ok? Y ahora, en cuanto a Global Talent, somos, por ejemplo, muy poquitos los LPs que tienen GT como foco. Entonces, la atracción de GT se va a hacer a nivel local. ¿A qué me refiero? O sea, se va a hacer lo que se le llama Opportunity Marketing. O sea, en vez de poner es que vete a trabajar al extranjero o así nada más, como que súper ambiguo, tú vas a publicar una oportunidad así específica con un guideline que igual estamos elaborando ahorita con Digital Marketing, que debe estar como en una semana a más tardar, para que cuando tú publiques esa oportunidad, primera, los leads que te van a llegar van a ser leads que ya saben a qué quieren ir y ya tienen idea del job description. Porque también estamos elaborando unos booklets informativos acerca de los proyectos que generalmente se manejan por carreras, para que de esta manera sus VPs y ustedes no tengan ninguna confusión en cuanto a sus posibles JDs, ¿no? Ya gracias igual al equipo de Skill Development y a sus fantásticos ciclos de educación, el 6 de febrero les vamos a estar informando así como que ya bien cómo van a estar funcionando las campañas y cómo vamos a estar trabajando la atracción, tanto a nivel nacional como a nivel local, para los dos subproductos. ¡Yay!
Yay, gracias, Alex. Okay, I think some people had some trouble hearing you, but it's okay because I think there might be something weird with the sound by you. But I think we could understand the basics of what you were saying. But if not, I might ask you to get like a voice note later so that we can make sure everyone is clear. But muchas gracias, Alex. You're the best. Yay, super bien, customer experience delivery. Woo! Okay, también el último tenemos, or la última, I don't know how you say it correctly in Spanish, pero tenemos Genderango con LC Cooperations.
Che, gracias, Alina. Ok, amigos, súper concreto. Para el sitio LC Cooperations, ya les dijo Lina que está el ciclo de educación que es el más próximo, por obviamente la urgencia que involucra, que es el sitio LC Cooperations for Dummies, literal. Entonces, es simplemente recordarles eso, que es súper importante que vayan y que neta inviten a sus TLs al menos, porque literal vamos a empezarlo desde cero. O sea, literal, para quienes no tienen idea, yo sé que hay muchos comités que sus VPs o nuestros, o sea, los VPs de nuestra generación, los current, no trabajamos con cooperations, entonces es importante que ustedes, aunque no hayan tenido ese background, asistan y entonces empiecen a trabajar con ello y ya después verán por qué es tan importante hacerlo. Pero entonces, justo es otro anuncio. Estamos trabajando también una herramienta para ustedes. Jay, Alira, could you next?
Yes. Yay.
Thank you.
Super
Okay.
bien.
Yay, okay. Este es un prototipo, literal, es un screenshot de un prototipo que me compartió uno de los Mexican Ambassadors. Este es un ejemplo de Canadá. Entonces, literal, es una herramienta que van a tener a su alcance súper sencilla, en donde el punto es analizar cada comité local que tienen los países, con los que obviamente estamos haciendo un partnership, con el fin de que cada comité local abroad tenga un LC asignado en México. Es decir, obviamente estos comités locales van a estar, digamos que estudiados previamente de acuerdo al programa, al subproducto foco que van a estar corriendo, y también al número de intercambios que se hicieron el año pasado. ¿Por qué? Porque el punto es que los comités crezcan como a la par y no sea un comité que haga 8,000 intercambios a uno que está haciendo 10 apenas. Entonces es como una foto muy sencilla de lo que más o menos va a tener. El punto es que de esta forma nosotros como National Corporations nos va a ser mucho más sencillo traquearlos a ustedes de qué tanto se están comprometiendo con esa cooperación una vez que sepan manejarla. Y bueno, en caso de que no esté funcionando la cooperación, nos vamos a dar cuenta de que no se está trabajando, entonces sería cambiarla de acuerdo tanto a sus necesidades como de las necesidades del comité abroad, ¿sale? Entonces, esa es una cosa. Y la siguiente, please, Alina, next.
Yep.
Ok, cool. Y la segunda cosa súper importante, igual que quiero que sepan, es que justo en estos días vamos a estar trabajando con tanto MCBs, NSTs, de acuerdo al país con los que estamos haciendo partner, para hacer la numerical goal específica de ese país. ¿Por qué? Porque si ustedes no están como aware de esta meta, pues obviamente estamos haciendo intercambios como a lo loco y no sabemos ni siquiera qué tanto impacto estamos haciendo en términos numéricos con los comités locales con los que estamos trabajando. ¿Vale? Entonces son esos últimos dos anuncios. Y por mi parte es todo, chicos. Cualquier cosa, de verdad, asistan a los webinars. Ya les dijeron Alex y Lina lo que vamos a estar trabajando por parte de equipo nacional. Entonces, pues, en verdad, lo hacemos por ustedes. Entonces, espero que los aprovechen mucho y aprendan mucho también. Y nos pregunten muchas cosas. Eso es lo importante. Listo. Gracias, los amo.
Yay, gracias, Jen, gracias, Jen. Ok, bueno, entonces sí, ya ustedes tienen el PPT, y si tienen alguna duda para Jen, por favor, avísate, está en el grupo de VPs. Pero bueno, ok, Entonces, esto de nuestros MCBs, todo súper bien. Muchas gracias, amigos. Entonces, solo tenemos unas cositas más para hablar. Continuar con todas sus preguntas y dudas y todo. Bueno, ok, entonces solo hay como 3 cosas muy importantes. La única cosa es, amigos, no voy a estar en México la próxima semana, en serio, porque el sábado, como en 2 días, voy a Colombia hasta el 2 de febrero para un summit de GEGT. Y voy a estar con todos los MCVPs, IGE y oGE, IGT, OGT, IGT, all the GT, GT, BPs, basically, en las Américas. Y vamos a como alinear más como el producto y todo en región. Y también vamos a standardize todo lo que vamos a hacer en GE en las Américas para make it mucho más fácil para ustedes y para todos, para trabajar con GE in nuestra región, que es como super 80% of where our GE exchanges will come from, which is un montón. Bueno, y también vamos a como tener proyectos especializados como por GT también. Entonces, una vez más, es muy importante para ustedes para tener sus subproductos y sus your enfoques muy claros, porque voy a I'm literally going to take all of this to the summit, and I'm going to say, okay, I have these LCs that are going to run GE, and they want to go with this countries, and so these MCVPs know, and they're going to be part of the whole project. Same with GT. So en serio, amigos, es súper importante que you update your tactical planning if you have not already with todas estas cosas, porque yo necesito para el summit para give you guys the best kind of bottom-up planning for these projects that I possibly can. Bueno, y también directamente después de regreso de Colombia, vamos a empezar Border Summit. ¡Woo! ¡Súper bien! Estoy muy emocionada para estar en ese summit por la segunda vez. Y sí, yo sé que muchos de ustedes van a estar aquí también. Entonces, vamos a hacer vamos a pasar tiempo muy chido, creo. Y en serio, el propósito del summit es para como strengthen the relationship between entities. And en serio, vamos a hacer sesiones donde we create projects together, not just MC, but como LCs. En serio. Entonces, son cosas muy importantes para ustedes, para yo y para todo en México, para oGE y oGT. Entonces, no voy a tener como internet todos los días, no voy a como responder a ustedes tan rápido que usually I try to do. Entonces, lo siento en advance, pero I hope you understand that this is the cosas que van a pasar. Y sí, como siempre, si hay algo urgente o todo, sí, por favor, todos, you can always talk to me, pero just know it'll be a little bit different. And also, so you know, Monday, I probably will not be in the office taking a vacation day because I will have 10 days straight of dos congressos diferentes in diferentes países. Entonces, I am going to need a chill day before I can give you guys my best again. So just so you guys to know, super exciting. If you have doubts or questions or anything, let me know. Pero eso es la cosa sobre Colombia. Bueno, okay. Y también Pay Online. Okay, so this is something we've been talking about a little bit. And as you guys know, we had some fails with the pricing with GE, because when Juano did his analysis of all the pricing, we realized that OGX products were actually not as profitable as we once thought they were. And so basically when we figured that out, when we had to change the pricing, by Compañía, we had to take everything down from Pay Online. GD is up there because that was an easier fix, but it's a little bit more complicated with GE and GT. So la cosa with GE is como, even though we raised the price to 3,950 pesos, it means that when an EP pays online, you don't get all the profit that you usually do when an EP pays in the bank. And so with that fee that you take away, it's negative still when EP pay online. So right now, we won't be able to have GE pay online, unfortunately. I know it sucks, but it's kind of what we have to do from now on, at least until Atlantis. And we're going to try our best to fix it as soon as possible, because we basically have to do another price analysis and figure out what the best way to run pay online with GE is so that you guys don't lose money. Yeah. Okay, cool. And the thing with GT is it was taken down because it didn't seem like it was super like profitable enough for that. But we're checking with the finance subcommittee right now to see if this can go online, because if like any PPs, like usually you guys get 700 pesos for every GTEP, like in profit, right? But with pay online, you only get 500 pesos. So it's a 200 peso difference. So what we're going to talk to the finance subcommittee, and basically what's going to happen is like, it'll be kind of up to you guys, especially because if you have GTEPs that you're not managing that are automatically managed, we'll direct them to pay online, and it'll be 200 pesos less. But it's also like only like a little bit of difference from you guys, and it's something you don't even have to worry about. But if you'd rather like promote people to not pay online and you want the 200 extra pesos for your LC because you have debt problems, or you know it's a better return or whatever it is, then you can also just point them to pay in the bank. You know, it doesn't say, there's nothing that says they can't still do that. So that one will be up to you, but I'll let you guys know by next week if GT can for sure go back online or not. Entonces, sí, if you have doubts with pay online, avísame. No? Okay, whatever. Cool, and you guys all know, because I sent you the message yesterday and all the emails, that the YOP is coming again. And you can already probably see that it's a little messy and that it's not exactly working correctly yet, even though it launched today. So, guys, in serio, I know being patient with this is really hard. Trust me, I've been in ISEC since the OP existed, and it's never been working as well as I've ever wanted it to. But I promise you, I know what like the new things that AA are doing, and really the money they're putting into it, the time they're putting into it, the way they change the priorities, like I really do believe it's going to be much better this semester. We just have to be patient, we have to wait, and we have to look at it, okay? So really, really, really read the email that I sent you guys, read the guide, go through it, make sure you're putting yourself through the new flow, because it is going to be really, really important for us this semester. Bueno. Okay, so that is everything that I have for you guys in terms of to tell you. So now, if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask. Yay! Or MCBs, if you guys have anything you want to add, or you also have questions, let me know. And exactamente, what was it that you didn't understand? Because if you type that, then we can better help you answer that question.
Amigos, solo para que sepan, ahorita vamos a mandarles un resumen chiquito de los puntos que tocamos Alex, Lina y yo, para que lo tengan en WhatsApp en voice note súper concreto. Y ya por cuestiones técnicas y que se hayan perdido de algún detalle, los vamos a mandar en el grupo, ¿va?
Yay, súper bien, gracias, MCBs. And laundry is coming on here again. I think someone forgot to take their clothes out of the washer. Bueno, amigos, okay. Si no hay preguntas, está bien. But if you have any follow-up questions, like for sure, just let us know. So to continue, I have one final challenge with you. I always like to leave you guys with challenges because it's like I don't want you just to like have this webinar and forget about it. I want you to have it and actually take something through it and already take an action before it ends to carry it forward. So it's a super silly but fun challenge. These things are cool. But basically, I want you, because I told you, remember that we should all take notes during this call to make sure you really digest the information in the best way. I want you to take a selfie with your notes and then post it on whatever social media you want. And I want you to use hashtag pirate1718 so that we know that you are for sure doing it for this. But also, remember, guys, that one of the, we talked about a lot in like our webinars before Conal, that first, like, in order to actually get like the impact that you're looking for, you have to really focus on the behaviors that you're doing, right? And then the behaviors come from a certain mindset that we have, and that's kind of the flow that you go through, right? The thing, though, is like we've been building the mindset, but now at this point, like the day-to-day thing you can work on is, yes, the commitments that you have, the actions that you take, but it's more so about like the behaviors that you exhibit when you do those things. And I asked you guys all the question in the survey of what kind of behaviors do we think a pirate needs to really to be able to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here, to be top 3, to grow the most of any area in ISEC in Mexico, or really to be united in our why. And, I was hoping to take that and see how we have some common trends and blah, maybe have some like clear behaviors we're striving towards. But the reality also is, guys, that like, yes, it was similar, but also it was different. And all of you guys kind of have a different interpretation of what you think the behavior should be. But they're not wrong at all. Like, really, none of them are wrong, because they're all make good points. And I want the behaviors that you guys commit to and strive towards are something that you actually choose. And not something that I tell you to do, right? Or anyone tells you to do it. You do it because you know what's right, you're supposed to do. So I want you to go again, ask yourself, what kind of behavior does a pirate who really is going to achieve what I need to achieve this week, do that checklist, become the best prepared VP to start my term ever, whatever it is, what is it like do I need to behave like this week? And I want you to write that behavior down, and I want you to use that as your hashtag in the picture, okay? Super simple. So everyone can see really not just what we're doing and that we're working hard, but how we're committing to act. So, okay, amigos, that is all for me tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you to the MCBs for being here. Thank you to all of you who came and those of you that are watching later. So I hope you guys all have an amazing night, and I will talk to you guys later. Let me turn my camera on really, really fast. I look not the best right now, but it's totally fine. So, bye guys. Adios. Nos vemos. Bye.